Shalom, Shalom, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Recha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles at GMS that rule well, who I learned this truth from, and salutations and blessings to you elect out there, brothers and few sisters that take heed. All right, coming back once again. I've been meditating on this for a little bit, and we kind of touched on it again at camp, so I'm going to go into it. And this is dealing with mainly, the wickedness of Esau, right? And there's many, wicked deeds of Esau. This is just picking out one. The petroleum-based products, But first, let me start off with this, right? Just to set the theme. This is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 39 and 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. What you have to understand is you have nature, right? You have something called biology, which bio means life. Ology means study of. So study of life. You have natural law. Esau acknowledges that. Natural law. You got laws of thermodynamics. Heat motion, right? You have all these things, yet this man will know the truth, and then he'll warp everything, right? And he'll basically turn it upside down, and it'll become a negative. He'll know the positive, but he'll turn into a negative. Why? Because it is in his spirit, man. I just wanted to bring that out because you have natural law, man. Like today we have this whole crazy thing about, a man can, transition and whatnot, and children and all that stuff. That's really sociology, which sociology is, you have a thing called the Department of Public Relations. And really it should be called the Department of Propaganda. All right, but you have the father of the public relations known as Edward Bernays. He was also known as the father of propaganda. And he basically said, look, we shape and we mold your values and your morals and what you perceive as good, right? So sociology shows you, hey, we can do this, and men can be effeminate and women can be masculine, right? But your biology, after a while, you're gonna mess up, man. You're gonna mess yourself up so bad, and even worse, society is gonna be completely effed up. Anyway, sidetrack. Verse 17. And none may say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For at time convenient they shall all be sought out. At his commandment the waters stood as an heap, and at the words of his mouth the receptacles of waters. That's right, man. Verse 17, right? When it says, none may say, what is this? Wherefore is that? Everything the Lord made, all the herbs bearing his seed, yielding the seed inside, man. Right? That's of use, man. The Lord made it of use. Right? All these things. Oh, well, what's that for? we don't need that. Like Esau, he'll take out a lot of people's appendix. Right? He'll have, you need your appendix removed. Don't worry about it. It's not really useful. It's an organ, and it's part of your lymphatic system, I believe. But he'll tell you, oh, no, don't worry about it, right? Verse 18, at his commandment is done whatsoever pleaseth him, and none can hinder when he will save. The works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes. He seeth from everlasting to everlasting. And that's why we start off by Kal Halayim, which means all. Kal means all. Halayim, halal means praise. Yam means praises. So all praises, Kal Halayim La, to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Recha HaKodash. Tam Yad, which means always. Right? So we always have to acknowledge that, man, because the Lord is mighty in his works, and he has granted you a seat at his table, man. You know, for you to understand this, especially at the height of wickedness right now, the height of pride, the height of do as thou wilt spirit, right? We're in a great time of wickedness, man. You know, brothers, seen what happened in New York, the hordes of people going ape shit for a PS5, man. All right, crazy, man. Verse 21, a man need not to say, what is this? Wherefore is that? For he had made all things for their uses, right, man? Everything is a use. You got just research hemp. How much things you can do with hemp. You know, flax. You can consume it and you can wear it. That's where you get linen from. One of the most highest fabrics on the planet. You know? So it's beautiful, man. Everything the Lord made. So that's why we don't need no fucking laboratory, man. Oh, GMO, meatless, or what do they call it? Beyond meat, all that shit. We don't need that, man. We don't need laboratory food, GMO food, seedless, right? Seedless foods, all that garbage, man. Nature, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Rakakudash, right? They provided everything in nature, and they built that code in nature. That's why every season, right, the seeds are supposed to sprout, man. Right, everything, the pollinate, the bees, right? That's why the bees are so friggin' important, man. And they're being exterminated, right? The bees are so important for pollination, for everything to function properly when spring comes, you know? Right? It says, verse 22, his blessing covered the dry land as a river and watered it as a flood. As he had turned the waters into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath. Ooh, damn. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Now we're getting into the juicy part, right? Because everything is a stumbling block for you Edomites, first and foremost, then you other nations, but the wicked, right? And you 2/3, you're pretty much Edomites on this side, man. You are of your father, the devil. You do what the fuck he tells you to do. All right? You flip 3 times backwards for him, man. All right? You do what the hell he tells you to do. You're in his spirit, man. You have become more evil than the wicked, right? You have exceeded the deeds of the wicked, man. All right? It says, verse 25, for the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners, right? The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire. Principal actually means first. So meaning, yeah, you need these things first to survive, to actually live and see the next day. All right, try to go without water for 3 days, for a week. You can go about, I believe, 15 days, and then you'll die. You know, you'll really die, but you'll be messed up within the first week, man. All right. It says so the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, and milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. Right? All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners they are turned into evil, man. And that's the whole point of this lesson. Right? This, man, we have water. We're 3/4 basically water. The human body, you know, there's more water on the planet than land, right? All these things, but this man will bottle water in BPA, right? And second of all, that water is probably polluted anyway. All right, it has a ppm, you know, the dissolved total dissolved solids in there is like 300, man. 400. It shouldn't be that high in one little bottle of water, right? That means there's a bunch of solvents in there. You don't know what the hell's in there, right? So even water is turned to evil to the ungodly, you know, and therefore he's in control. So we're getting that shit, right? This man's spraying he's spraying the chemical trails in the sky. You know, he's fluoridating your toothpaste, your water supply as well, telling you it's good for you, when that's just nothing but a excrement Fluoride is excrement from the different factories, from his industry. It's a waste product that he bears, that he wishes not to lose. He wants to make some money off it, or he wants to at least promote it somehow for your own detriment, right? That's crazy, man. He'll sell you his waste back to you, tell you it's good for you. This man has to fucking go, man. Yeah, that was the point. So this is the lesson, man. They're turned into evil. So without further ado, I type this in first. Right? How many products are petroleum based? So 6,000 petrochemicals derived from oil and natural gas make the manufacturing of over 6,000 everyday products and high-tech devices possible. All right? People might read that and think that's no big deal. What is a petroleum? I don't care. I just need to use it. Right? Hold on. All right, so I went to here. So, hold on. No, let me go here first. Select that. That's an inside joke. This is potency710.com. It says how John D Rockefeller influenced modern science. Right? It says, did you know that oil tycoon and business magnate John D Rockefeller helped to remove holistic and alternative plant medicines from the teachings of medical professionals in the United States? That's right. Most well known for his career in big oil and the petroleum sector, Rockefeller at the time of his death was estimated to be worth $300 to $400 billion, making him the richest man in modern history. And he was actually like a side guy. He wasn't the main guy. He was an elite. I'm not saying he wasn't, but there was other guys, man. That just goes to show you these devils, man, when they came into power, how much affluence and substance, right? But that's their blessing. They have more than I could meet. It says, like many people, though of the time, his influence on medicine has had detrimental long-term negative effects on society as a whole. Another name that may come to mind when it comes to their agenda affecting the health of millions is a man by the name of Harry J. Anslinger, who is primarily responsible for the prohibition against cannabis that still holds precedence in federal law in the United States of America. That, however, is an entirely different story. Now let's jump down. Let me see. Here we go. What are petrochemicals? Curious what a petrochemical is? In the simplest of terms, petrochemicals are any substance or product that originates from natural gas or petroleum. Petrochemicals consist of oils such as mineral oil, commonly utilized in Vaseline, which Jakes love that, man. They love Vaseline, and that's nothing but poison, right? And lip balm products and surfactants, which are found in creams, shampoos, and cleaning products. Surfactants are known to be very penetrating and potentially carcinogenic, right? Carcinogenic means it's a cancer-causing agent, right? Just like another one is sodium nitrite, which is, why the hot dogs in the grocery store, they have that red hue on them, or red meat, as they call it, red meat. It looks red. They coat it with a chemical called sodium nitrite, which I believe it turns into sodium nitrate, which is a carcinogen as well. So it's a cancer-causing agent. And you have a bunch of these cancer-causing agents. That's why it's so important. Switch your diet. Even, I don't just mean what you consume. I mean what you put in on your body. Don't use the bullshit shampoos, man. Right? When you're in that hot ass shower, right? When you're in that warm shower, your pores are all open and you're putting nothing but garbage in your body, and it's being sucked into through your scalp, man, right into your brain. Right into your pores, man. All right. Toothpaste, brothers, man, don't use a fluoride based toothpaste. Right? You gotta level up, man. Deodorant, try not to use aluminum, containing deodorant, right? And there's other chemicals as well. So back here it says, while some of the first products produced from petrochemicals were plastics, scientists knew that their potential went much further. Coincidentally, during the same time, the discovery of essential vitamins such as vitamin C, vitamin A, D, B1, B2, along with others, and how they work with the basic mechanics of our anatomy were being discovered. And of course, there was much research focused on recreating synthetic lab versions of these vitamins. This is where Rockefeller saw great potential to utilize his position as an oil tycoon and petroleum monopoly owner to venture into other industries such as the medical sector. So this man was money-making business, big enterprise, man. So here, let's read a little. Venturing into the medical sector in the start of his takeover and control of profit. This was early in American history, and at the time, herbal and natural medicines such as essential oils, aromatherapy, and others were highly popular, which hampered Rockefeller's plans. This is where Rockefeller went from just being renowned for his work in the oil sector to venturing into the medical industry through the purchase of a German pharmaceutical company, right? And it's interesting, these guys just jump from, I'm in the oil business. Well, let me just go into the medical business now. Like Bill Gates, let me just jump into, the vaccine, the axe, He has an honorary degree, not degree, honorary PhD. Anyway, he didn't officially go to school for medicine. He was just given basically that title. All right. So this guy was allegedly a computer genius, and then he just happened to go into, humanitarianism and then the medical industry. These guys are all demonic top demons, man, warlocks. It says, once he had ventured into the medical sector, it opened up doors to continue with his plans to not only monopolize the petroleum sector, but to capitalize on medicine. Now it's really a 2 or maybe even a 3-for-1, because at the same time, this dude is setting up, right, his business. He's already filthy rich with the oil, right? The oil, he's good, right? But this man said, no, look, he's a devil, man. He said, look, all this holistic and natural shit, it has to go. And this man's selling you this shit, getting more rich, and at the same time he's furthering their NWO, right? These are elites, right? 1776, you got to remember these things, man. They have a plan. They want to dominate the world. So he said, look, we can get filthy rich, and then in a century or two, these people are going to be so crippled because these petroleum based drugs, that's what people forget. These drugs that the doctor gives you, they're petroleum based, man. Fucking disgusting, man. You're popping your pills. Oh, man. God damn. It says in 1910, the Rockefeller Foundation, along with the Carnegie, which was another top elite family, right? The Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching in New York City, helped to fund the Flexner Report of 1910, which was authorized by a man named Abraham Flexner. Flexner was commissioned by the Council on Medical Education, right, which was created by the American Medical Association. The intentions of this report were to help evaluate and potentially restructure medical education in the United States, and that's exactly what it did, right? During this time, therapies such as homeopathy, herbal medicine, essential oils, chiropractic, and naturopathy were commonplace. The 1910 Flexner Report concluded that these natural healing modalities were unscientific quackery. This report was also concluded that there were too many medical schools, right, as well as too many doctors in America, and called for the standardization of medical education. Of course, this was with underlying intentions, being that the American Medical Association would be the only entity that could approve medical school licensure in America, right? And there's actually a board of doctors. I believe in Canada it's called the Collegiate of Doctors or College of Doctors. I forget that name, but I did a lesson on it. But it's a board of top doctors that if you have your license as a doctor, right? You went to school, right? You're MD officially, but if you cause any ruckus, right? Obviously, if you get into trouble or anything like that, but if you by ruckus I mean if you start pushing any alternative medicine or you make too much noise, they can summon you, right? Just like the lawyers, they can summon you, right, as well, and they can potentially strip your license from you, right? So let me hold on. Yep. So at this point in time, Rockefeller owned 90% of the oil refineries in the United States, had founded medical societies, and helped to completely remove natural remedies from medical education in the country. This opened many doors for monopolies surrounding petrochemicals that none other than John D. Rockefeller had control of. Did you know that petrochemicals are utilized to manufacture everything from antibiotics, antibacterial products, analgesics, which is analgesic is a painkiller, your ibuprofen, Tylenol, right? Rectal suppositories, cough syrups, lubricants, and even the majority of topical ointments, salves, creams, and gels, right? And ointments and salves, those are supposed to be healing things, man. Healing agents. And it's fucking disgusting, man. So this man is on his way out, okay? It says down here, the dangers of petrochemicals to our health and environment. So let me go down here. So the environmental is pretty explanatory, right? But let me go to our health, right? Many of the toxins listed above that are a result of petrochemicals and found in petrochemical-based products also present major risks for our overall health and well-being. Two of the most detrimental routes for harmful synthetic chemicals to enter the body are via skin, absorption, and inhalation, right? Because what is your largest organ? What is your largest organ? Your skin. That is your largest organ, and things are absorbed, man, right? There's a lot of things that can go right through your pores pretty much, especially when they're open. When toxins are absorbed through the skin or via inhalation, they are not processed by the digestive system, which has the ability to remove many of these toxins before they are absorbed into our bloodstream. This is not the case when applied topically or when inhaled. This causes an accumulation of toxins, and when they exceed the body's capability to rid itself of them, which is done by your lymphatic system, when you sweat things out, and you can take herbs to boost your lymphatic system, right? You can think of your lymphatic as your sewer system. That's your sewer, your gunk. That's why they say one of the best exercises is jumping up and down, man. Jump rope, right? Because it's like a motion of going up and down, and it stimulates your lymphatic, right? But or jogging as well, right? But a lot of people, their bodies are just so clogged up, man. They never, they couldn't, they can hardly spell detox, but they never did one. They never heard of one, and their body's completely acidified. It's actually in acidosis state, which is completely very bad, man. Very, 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 very bad. Right? It can cause many symptoms and conditions. Some of the adverse effects due to exposure to petrochemicals include, but are not limited to, the following: allergies, birth defects, degenerative diseases such as cancer, depression, hay fever, infertility, intractable diseases, and much more. Right, and this goes into different names. You can read this. You can go on the site. I'm not, there's a lot of stuff to go through, but it names different ones like the parabens. That's why certain natural organic products, it'll say paraben free or benzene free, right? Or dye free, fragrance free. Those are some of the things. So that was pretty much it. I just wanted to bring that out. I have one more thing actually. Yes, this is the one. Yeah, Slovakia. So this is from innovativewealth.com. And it was funny because it said 144 products made from petroleum, and 4 of them may shock you. All right. So here are the product. They won't let me scroll to the right. So it just goes up and down. But look at this. This is all these things are petroleum-based products, man. Boats, floor wax, nail polish. Yo, these women, man. These women are using all these nasty chemicals, man. And you wonder why they're so funky. Inside and out. Mood all messed up, man. Grumpy. Like a fucking gremlin, man. A goblin. Damn. Hey, if you ever live with a woman and she bought her own nail setup kit, listen, you gotta open the window. You can't be in that house. That shit smells. That'll get you high, and not in a good way, man. It'll bug you out. Those dyes, I don't know how they do that shit, man. Hey, that's the cost of vanity. Vain as hell. Sweaters. That explains the itchy sweater I have at home. So sweaters, a polyester, right? Fabrics, that's all petroleum based. CD players, cassettes, dresses, tires, right? Let me see. Basketballs, vitamin capsules, purses, deodorant, right? Rubbing alcohol, mops, epoxy, which is the flooring, different flooring, right? Insect repellent, yarn, fertilizers. Yo, these guys ain't playing, man. They're not wasting any time. These elites, they're not playing with you people. Roller skates, hand lotion, plastic wood, electric blankets, trash bags, luggage, football helmets, guitar string, aspirin, CDs and DVDs. Look how much money they're making, bro. Off their fucking off their waist. Off nothing. Vaporizers, balloons, heart valves, antifreeze. God damn. Movie film, toothpaste, yuck, golf balls, refrigerators, dentures for teeth, artificial limbs, dishes, pillows. Yo, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I had another thing here. Some more products that are petroleum based, right? Oil and natural gas. I just want to bring this out, right? Just for edification, man. Coffee makers, damn. Computer keyboard, ammonia, air mattress, backpack, bandages, cameras. Holy, man. We shall eat our bread defiled among the Gentiles and live, right? The book of Ezekiel. We are consuming, inhaling, digesting nothing but toxicity. That's why it's so pertinent and so important for you brothers, man, to get on that real good diet. All right, that alkaline diet, so your body can stay in homeostasis, which is a balance. It doesn't need to every time it bends over and slides to the acidic side. It needs to rebalance itself. And if you're constantly feeding yourself acidic foods and you're staying in acidosis, your body's constantly stripping one of the most available minerals in the body, which is calcium, which is an alkaline mineral. That's why so much bone damage when you consume acidic foods and drinks, right? Because calcium is being leached from your body. among other minerals. Take in super greens, alfalfa, barley grass, wheatgrass. These are superfoods, man. These will heal you. Those foods will heal you from the inside out. It will detox you. It will add strength to your bones and your gums and your teeth, your joints. It will relieve inflammation. Perfumes, pajamas, paintbrushes, lipstick, make it pop. Laptops, kayaks, iPad, iPhone, ice cube trays. Yeah, there's a lot of madness, man. A lot of madness. Swimming pool, vinyl flooring. Yep. Toolbox. Yeah, that was, pretty much it. All I wanted to bring out on that. So, like I said, I hope you're edified with that. Pharmaceuticals, right? Drugs, your pills, credit card. God damn. Anyway, I hope you're edified with that. Kal halayim la Yahweh b'Hashem Yahweh Shai b'Hashem Racha HaKodash. All right, for letting me bring this out. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, that Ruwal, who I learned this truth from, and who taught me. And salutations and blessings to you, hopeful elect Akim wa Aquathium. All right, and shalom.